In this lecture, we're going to cover Unit 5, Acquisition 1 on classifying reactions. Some of this will be review and some of this will be new. So first, synthesis. In a synthesis reaction, we have two or more reactants, and remember reactants are on the left side of the arrow. Two or more reactants come together to form one compound. Two or more reactants that come together to form one compound. A plus B combined to make compound AB. Two. We can have what's called a decomposition reaction. Decomposition means to break down. If something decomposes, it breaks down. Decomposition is like the opposite of synthesis. One compound breaks down into two or more products. One compound breaks down into two or more products. Let's say I had compound AB and it decomposed or broke down into A plus B. Next, a combustion reaction. Combustion is an exothermic reaction, meaning it's going to release heat. Whenever we have a combustion reaction, we have the same types of reactants and products. So, in order to have a combustion reaction, we need some type of combustible material. It is going to be made of carbon, hydrogen, and sometimes, but not always, oxygen. For our combustion reaction, we also need oxygen. The products are always carbon dioxide, and water. So we'll have some type of combustible material plus oxygen producing carbon dioxide plus water. The last two reactions, we're just going to go through very quickly because you are already familiar with them. We spent a lot of time talking about single displacement or single replacement reactions. A single element reacts with an ionic compound and displaces an element from that compound. So let's say A reacts with BC. A comes in and displaces or replaces B. We can also have a double displacement or double replacement reaction, where we have two ionic compounds reacting. The cation from the first will bond to the anion of the second, and vice versa. So now that we've gone over the 5 basic types of chemical reactions, we're just going to do a little bit of practice. You should be able to look at these 5 reactions and classify them. So for the first one, I have a single element reacting with an ionic compound. Notice that magnesium comes in and replaces hydrogen. Originally, hydrogen is bonded to nitrate. Now on the product side, magnesium is bonded to nitrate. Single element reacting with a single ionic compound. The cation comes in and displaces hydrogen. This is a single displacement reaction. Number 2, calcium plus oxygen produces calcium oxide. 2 reactants that are joining together to make one product. Number 2 is a synthesis reaction. Number 3, CH4 methane plus oxygen produces carbon dioxide plus water. This is a combustion reaction. We have some form of combustible material made up of carbon, hydrogen, and sometimes oxygen, plus diatomic oxygen, producing carbon dioxide and water. Number 4, aluminum oxide breaking down into aluminum plus oxygen. One compound that breaks down into 2 or more products. If it's breaking down, it's decomposition. And the last one, silver nitrate plus potassium phosphate produces silver phosphate plus potassium nitrate. 2 ionic compounds that exchange. Cation of the first bonds with anion of the second to make silver phosphate. Cation of the second bonds with anion of the first. 2 ionic compounds that exchange ions. This one is double displacement or double replacement.